Criminal cases don't get much more disturbing than the bizarre and unexplained death of 16-year-old Jeannette DePalma, a case which remains unsolved nearly half a century later. It began on August 7, 1972, in Springfield Township, New Jersey, when Jeannette told her parents she was going to visit a friend before work. It would be the last time they saw their daughter alive. When she failed to return, a report was filed with Springfield police. 6 weeks later, a dog came home to its owner with a gruesome trophy, a decomposed human arm. The dog's grisly find enabled police to locate and identify Jeannette's remains, which were found atop a cliff overlooking an abandoned quarry. Long before the incident, locals had given the cliff a suitably macabre nickname, the Devil's Teeth. This is where the details take an even more sinister turn, because witnesses at the site of DePalma's remains claimed the burial spot was surrounded by various strange objects, some of which appeared to have some connection to the occult. New testimonies began to circulate claiming DePalma's body was not buried, but laid out on a crude altar, which sparked further rumors that she was the victim of a ritual sacrifice. Police deny these rumors, but nevertheless the case contains several inconsistent details, which magnified suspicions that Jeannette was killed in some kind of occult ceremony. That became more evident when reporters for the magazine Weird New Jersey visited Springfield to interview locals about the incident. They were met with cryptic replies and an unwillingness to discuss some details of the murder. The magazine claims nearly all the residents interviewed, including officials of the Springfield Police Department, insisted on speaking off the record, and several individuals who remembered the grisly details of the crime seemed afraid to talk about it, even many decades later. Police also claimed the bulk of the physical evidence and documentation pertaining to the DePalma case had been destroyed by Hurricane Floyd in 1999. Among all those interviewed, two aspects of the case came up again and again. First, a theory that the murder was some kind of ritual sacrifice by a satanic cult based in nearby Watchung Reservation. And second, that Springfield police had allegedly conspired to cover up the occult aspects of DePalma's death. If those accounts are factual, then who were the police conspiring with? Further questions arose following the publication of the Weird New Jersey article, and their editors claimed to have received multiple anonymous leads in the mail. They reported how all the leads arrived in plain white envelopes from all across New Jersey and bearing no return addresses. The magazine then posted the most unsettling of these alleged leads. One letter mentioned rumors of a satanic cult in the area known simply as the Witches, who planned to kill a child on or about Halloween, either by kidnapping and sacrificing them or by poison. Another disturbing account came from an alleged relative of one of the officers assigned to the case, recounting that the search party found arrows carved in the trees that led in the direction of DePalma's body. They also described gruesome details of the crime scene, which they claimed were known only to the police, including a bizarre arrangement of dead animals around Jeannette's corpse. They also claimed the reservation had been a gathering place for devil worshippers for many years. Other research into the case found a possible connection to New Jersey mass murderer John List, who shot and killed his mother, then his wife and 3 children, on November 9, 1971 in Westfield, New Jersey, 1 year before DePalma's body was found. Then he disappeared for 18 years before being identified on an episode of America's Most Wanted. Over the decades, the case has grown to mythical proportions, and Weird New Jersey revisited the story on multiple occasions. They compiled so much information that co-founder Mark Moran and correspondent Jesse Pollack decided to compile their collective research into the 2015 book Death on the Devil's Teeth. Despite this exhaustive research, there are still no definitive answers to the mystery of Jeannette DePalma's bizarre death. Perhaps we'll never know who is responsible, but the answer is out there somewhere, and maybe you can help. If you or someone you know has legitimate information, testimony, or evidence about this case which investigators and reporters may have overlooked, be sure to contact us at theunsolved@dreadcentral.com. All sources will be kept anonymous.